Well, could you just maybe explain to our listeners something I've noted? All three options do still involve some first past the post in them. We often hear that people are talking about scrapping first past the post, or replacing it, or throwing it out, or moving to something completely different. But when you look at the three options that are being presented, each one of them still contains, so in a way it speaks to what you're just talking about, people's pride in their local communities, people's sense of place, and so just invite you to maybe speak to that, because that really does seem to be a worry that some people have that seems to be being misrepresented or misunderstood. And
yeah, they are all a mix, and so the ballots will look fairly familiar in that one part of the ballot is going to be, you know, do you want to vote for this specific representative, just like we do right now. And so there will be, so let's take mixed member proportional, where you will elect a representative under the regular first past the post system, and then you're given a choice to choose one more from any party you want. And that second part allows for regional representation that brings proportionality into the House. So it means that you'll have an MLA in your riding, and also a few more regional representatives who will make sure that our House reflects the voting. And this is great, because ideally we'll have regions that have members from 2 or 3 parties, which means that if you are, you know, a dyed-in-the-wool, true blue NDP person, and you don't feel comfortable going into a Liberal MLA's office, you'll have an NDP office to go into, or vice versa. And this is one of the real challenges we have right now with these giant blocks of the province being represented only by one party or another, is that in those areas, up to 50% of people didn't vote for the MLAs that are representing those areas, and they don't really feel that they have a voice.
Yeah, in many ways, the traditional first past the post system exaggerates regionalism and presents them as homogeneous or more kind of distinct. You know, it highlights the common, you know, rather than the shared values.
Absolutely, and it actually polarizes with this kind of partisan vision. And yet, the thing is, we actually share an enormous amount of shared values and shared vision and goals. And so, we want to be working on that element as opposed to the things that separate us and divide us.